Hello and welcome to the next episode of Linux B, where we are going to see how to configure the Git. As we have seen in the previous video, we tried to install the Git on Ubuntu for the very first time. Now, as we know, Git is basically a source code management tool. So it means that there is a different team working on certain source code at different locations. Now, if there are different people working on same source code, we must understand who is working on what, who has worked on what files has been changed, who had changed those files, and at what time those files has been changed. So that's what is the basically Git's main feature. So now if we are going to use Git for the very first time, Linux or Git does not know who are you. So that is what basically a Git config command allows us to inform the Git that who are us, what is our name, what is our email ID, so that any changes further we do it inside the Git has been tracked with our name. So now, as we can see, previously we have installed the Git. Now if we do like this git config hyphen list, we can see that it did not show us anything. That means that our Git does not know yet who we are. So now we will use git config hyphen global user dot name, and we can type here as our name. Now if we see, if we did like this configuration to tell us that who is the username, and now if we again check it, we can see that Git remembered our username. In similar way, we can tell Git also to remember our email ID using git config hyphen global user dot email. And now here we can see that we can enter our email ID. So we entered our email ID, and now we can see that Git remembered our user email ID also. Now one more thing which is important for us to inform the Git is to remember what is our favorite editor, so that when we commit the source code, when we add the messages, Git will prefer to use that editor as our primary editor for the Git. Now we can do same using command called git config global core dot editor equal to vim. Okay, so core dot editor space vim. So now we can again see that Git remembered our editor also. So that is what the three primary information we should, or at least a minimum primary information we should inform the Git to track it for the any further development when we use the Git. The same has been available information. We can see it onto the Git website. Here we can, the Git configuration mentions what is your email ID. One more thing you can remember is why they are passing the hyphen global. So it means that whatever you pass it hyphen global, any Git which you create inside on this machine will be tracked with this username and email ID. Now, if you want to change this for some particular Git, Then you can go inside the Git and then again one more time type this same command by removing ---- global, so that you can override your username and email ID for that particular Git. Now we can see that this has been saved at this file. Yeah, you can see it here. This has been saved it inside .git config at your home location. So that is basically here it has been using Emacs. So we use the vim because vim is our favorite editor. You can go ahead and use any editor which you like to be opened when you type the git commit. So there are some other also which you can try, but primarily these are the three main configurations which you need to set it for getting started. Thank you for watching. Thank you.